This is an interview recorded with Stuart Simpson, who was a captain, dental officer on the captured in Singapore and subsequently deployed by the Japanese onto the Burma-Thailand railway. He went to Burma in May 1942 as a part of A Force and remained with them until they completed the construction of the railway late in 1943. From there he moved into Thailand, into the Kanchanaburi area, and subsequently when the war ended he was at the Chulalongkorn hospital, or I think that's the name of the hospital, in Bangkok. Now I'll pass to Stuart to hear some of his comments in his own words. I am interviewing him at his I'll call it home, in the residence in Clayfield in Brisbane. A very gracious place, and we'll now pass to Stuart. A prisoner of war on the Burma-Thailand railway, captured in Singapore first and then on the Burma-Thailand railway, and Stuart was sent with A Force to Burma in May 1942, and he was on the Burma-Thailand railway and then subsequently moved down into Thailand until the end of the war. Stuart, thank you very, very much for agreeing to talk with me today, and it's been a long time us getting to this point.
You're a wonderful interpreter.
Well, can we just start, when you were with the 2nd 4th Casualty Clearing Station in Malaya, I am aware that you did some anaesthetics with the doctors.
Did some
anaesthetics.
Well, I used to work with the doctors while in Malaya.
Yes.
With general anaesthetic.
Yes.
I did. I had done that before going to Malaya, so I mean I was familiar with general anaesthetics.
Now, did you do it with Alan Hobbs?
Mainly with Alan.
Yes. Did you do anything with Sid Crans? Mm-hmm. Did you do anything with Sid Crans?
Oh yes, I did quite a bit of an anaesthetic with Sid.
Yes. Now,
yes.
When in May 1942, when you were sent up to Burma, do you remember the name of the vessel you went up on? The boat. What the name of the Japanese tramp steamer that you went up on, or tramp?
I don't. But
was it the Mayabishi Maru, or?
Memory is something that's very difficult.
A little bit foggy on that one. Well, did you go straight through to Tavoy?
When I came to Malaya?
No, when you went up from Singapore to Burma, did you go straight into Tavoy? Or did you go into...
Yes, on the way from
Singapore?
Singapore.
Yes. Did you go straight into Tavoy?
Well, actually, first I went to
can I prompt you?
What's the big island?
Oh yes, you went over to Sumatra, to Madang.
Yes.
You were there. And then you went to Victoria Point.
And then
to Mogiri, and then to Tavoy.
That's right.
And you were in Tavoy with Tom Hamilton, with Thomas Hamilton, Colonel Hamilton.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Very definitely.
Now, when you went, then do you remember that Alan Hobbs went up to a place called Yea, do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
Did you go up with him?
No, I didn't go with him. But I remember that period. He was away for quite a while.
Yes, yes.
From the camp.
Yes.
And dear no. No, but he was away for a long, long time. Tom, no. No.
I don't want to rush you on it, but do you sort of, when you got up to Tan Buzayat, if that's the right way to pronounce it, Tan Buzayat?
Tan Buzayat.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, was that where the point where you gave Albert Coates some codeine tablet or cocaine tablets?
I gave that to whom?
Colonel Albert Coates.
Oh, to
Bertie Coates.
Bertie Coates.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that quite well.
Yes.
Too. Those sort of things I can remember.
Yes.
Remember Bert, I remember giving something to Bert that was very important, and I can't think of it. Just it'll come to me.
Yes. Well, I'll prompt you if I may. I think it was 70 cocaine tablets, which he took down.
Yes, the cocaine.
Yeah.
Tabs.
And he had it processed by the Dutch chemist Van Boxtel.
Van Boxtel.
And they made a type of anaesthetic which was used as a spinal block.
Spinal.
Yeah.
Spinal.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Now your offsider with you was it Bill Fish?
Bill Fish.
Yeah.
F-Y-S-H.
And what rank was he?
Oh, he was.
Was he a sergeant or a private or
No.
corporal?
No, he was a private.
Was he? Yeah. And did he make a special dental chair for you? Did he carve one out of an anthill or something?
Oh yes. What did he do? He built one.
Yeah. Where was that at Tan Buzayat or was it else? Do you remember which camp it was in?
I wish I had a better memory.
Now, Stuart, I'd like to ask you something about, I'm fine, thank you. I'd like to ask you something about the personalities who you worked with on the line. Could you tell me a little bit about Ted Fisher?
About who?
Major Ted Fisher.
Yes, well, Ted was a very much of an individual person. I would say probably a brilliant mind Ted had. And he was a person